and you're watching Trek. We're back, and this is my Pajero walkthrough. Hi, puppy. So this is my 2012 Mitsubishi Pajero. I bought this just over a year ago off my dad and have been doing it up ever since. On the front I have a smart bar bull bar, HID spotties, an LED light bar, and I've changed the headlights to LEDs. All of this actually came on the car when I bought it from my dad, so I'm pretty lucky there because it saved me quite a fair bit of money. Also thanks to my dad, it came with a 2-inch lift kit, built-in V6 shockies, King springs, an iDrive throttle controller, a ProVent catch can, 3-inch turbo exhaust, extendable towing mirrors, and a roof rack. And recently I've put on 4 new BF Goodrich all-terrain 10-ply tyres. Over here, on the driver's side of my car, I have a shower. Now this shower me and my dad actually made. It's just made out of PVC pipe. It's got fitted with just a normal garden tap, and it runs by a 12-volt inline pump, which I just connect to this with a bit of hose, and it's just got your normal everyday shower head that you just get from Bunnings. Pretty simple, you know, it heats up when it's warm, it does the job, and if it's not warm enough I'll just put a kettle of hot water in it to do the job. It cost me about $120 or so to make, which is a lot cheaper than the $600 to $800 it is to buy one. The dogs just got entangled. So on the passenger side of my Pajero I have a awning, and this is the Dutch 270-degree Eclipse awning. Now I went for this awning because it's very sturdy and it can withstand winds, which in WA you need. It also provides a lot of shade, as you can see, and it also has the ability to have side walls. I do have those walls. I've only put them up once, and it provides a lot of privacy and a lot of shade. On the top here I also have fitted the hardcore orange lights, which are all wired up, and I just leave them wired up every time I pack away the awning. I've never had any problems with this awning. The only thing I do have to say is it can be a bit of a pain to pack up, but practice makes perfect. So in the back I've got my 2 XTM drawers, and this one I just use as my pantry, and the other one's got all of my tools and everything I need that to be easily accessible. Then I've got my Waco fridge. This is a 55-litre fridge, I believe, just on a simple slide. Pretty easy to get into, nothing really too fancy there. And then on the other side I have my cooker box kitchen, which is probably one of the best things I've actually brought for my car, because I always wanted a kitchen which is going to keep everything nice and compact together and just be all in kind of one box, so I don't have to be fishing for everything every time I want to cook something, which is why I was happy when I came across this. They're an Australian company, they're great. And yeah, it wasn't too expensive or anything, so let me just show you that. Voila! That's my kitchen setup. So it's super quick, super simple, and it's got everything it needs in there. It came with the stove, so it's just got a single burner stove, came with that. It came with all the pots, pans, cups, cutlery, everything you need. So it's got this nice chopping board. I've also got my other chopping board at the back, which I can use if I need. It also comes with a 5-litre water tank, which is battery operated, which I haven't actually set up yet. And there also is a little light that comes with this, which I haven't set up yet. But yeah, it's probably one of the best purchases I've made, because it's just super simple, and for someone like me who just likes to pull over at the side of the road and just cook up a meal when I'm travelling, it's honestly one of the greatest things. Also at the back I've just got a cage, a barrier cage, that's just to stop everything from flying forward and make it more safe. I've also got a power board. Now my dad actually whipped this up for me. It's super simple, but it does everything I need. It's got plenty of USB and plenty of the 12-volt power outlets. That runs off my second battery, so it doesn't actually go anywhere near my primary battery, which is really good. So my dual battery system is pretty simple. It's just my primary battery and a deep cell battery that's run off the Reduct DC BC 12 volt charger, and then I've also got a 170 watt fixed solar panel on the roof, so I've got as much power as I need and I've never had a problem with it. I'm able to charge all my camera gear, all my phones, everything off this and all off my car, which is great for when you go camping in the middle of nowhere. And then on the top of my car I just have my King's Hardshell Rooftop Tent Mark 1, and I've just put a double foam mattress on the top of it to make it more comfortable. So let's talk about costs and pros and cons. So all in all, my car cost me about 30 grand, 25 grand to buy it off my dad's second hand, and I've done about 5 to 6 grand on updates. My rooftop tent was 1.2k. This is the Mark 1 Grand Tourer King's rooftop tent, so it does have some issues with it. So the pros would be it is massive inside, it is the size of a double bed, it's got plenty of headroom, so you can actually sit up fully in it. It's super quick to set up and super quick to close down, and it's just super comfortable and spacious inside. So I do recommend these tents, but the cons of the Mark 1 is that there is leak issues. So if you do get the Mark 1 second hand, make sure you go around before you put it on your car with sealant and seal up all the pop rivets and all of the little gaps and everything, because there's nothing worse than going into your tent after it's rained and it's just drenched. They have fixed that in the Mark 2 though, so you don't need to worry about that if you buy it on the retail. My awning was 600, the 270 Eclipse Darch awning. Got that second hand as well. The pros of it is it's super easy to set up. It provides a lot of shade. You can buy the walls for it as well, and it can withstand winds. I don't need to tie it down majority of the times I use it, but if I am going somewhere on the West Australian coast I will, because we all know how windy it gets up there. The cons are the bag is actually quite a bit too small for it, so if you don't roll it up the right way, it's very hard to actually pack up into the bag. Also the little straps, the Velcro straps that hold it up, are a tiny bit too short, so that can make it a bit harder as well to pack it away if you haven't rolled it up properly. My fridge was 1.2k. Don't really have any pros or cons for that yet because I haven't had it for a long period of time. I actually was using my dad's Ingle before I decided to buy my own. My kitchen was $700 from Cookerbox. The pros is it comes with absolutely everything you need in it. It comes with all the cups, the cutlery, the pots and pans, the plates, everything. It comes with a water tank as well. It comes with the stove, it comes with a light, so pretty much if you're buying one of these you're going to get everything you need in a kitchen right there and then, so that's why I love it. And don't really have any cons for it yet because I haven't had it long enough to actually use it, so sorry about that. My shower cost me about 120 or so to make. That was just from PVC pipe from Bunnings and a couple of tap fittings in that. If you guys want to know how I actually made that, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video for it. The battery system I have, which is my dual battery system including my solar panel and including my Red Arc battery charger, that cost me about 1.5 grand, give or take. Yeah, it cost me a fair bit, but that's worth it because it fully charges everything and I don't need to ever worry about power. I'm actually just about to do some more modifications to it, so there's probably another 5-6 grand or maybe a bit less. So yeah, well, what I'm doing now is I'm going to be putting a long distance fuel tank in it, and then I'm also going to be updating my power and putting a power box in it, and also just putting a water tank as well. So, but with the power box I'm just going to make everything nice and neat, and I'm also going to put an inverter in it, I think. I'm also taking out my back seats and going to rebuild the back section so I have a lot more storage. So I'll be putting up a YouTube on that and to show you how to do it, because there's not a lot of videos out there how to actually do up a Pajero. So look out on my channel for that. That will be coming up soon. So that concludes my Pajero tour and this video. If you'd like to see more of my travels and more of my Pajero videos, make sure you click the subscribe button. I also do have Instagram. If you want to see any of my travel photos, make sure you follow me on that. But for now, that concludes this video, and I will see you next time on one of my travels. Bye!